Hi guys, Vance here.
And Skeffy.
In this video we wanted to talk to you about our list of must-play MMOs you should try out in 2021. We've seen quite a bit of a decline in the MMO genre, unlike Battle Royales and other shooters, but that doesn't mean they aren't still out there.
So if you're like us and looking for your next MMO fix, then we might be able to help you out with this list. Keep in mind, this list is not ordered from best to worst, but in our opinion, these are the most anticipated MMOs of 2021.
So let us start out with number 1, Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is by far the most played MMORPG in the East and has a very big Western community as well. Not that we're biased or anything, but we do have a lot of hours into this game. We definitely think it's worth a try if you're looking for one of the more standard MMOs out there. Not too long ago, we made a video about the state of the game and if it's worth it to jump in with a new expansion on the horizon. Check out our video at the top to see more about Final Fantasy XIV.
On number 2, we have Elyon Online. Elyon Online was first announced as Ascent Infinite Realm. We heard the announcement of Bluehole Studios, the developers of Terra Online, making a new MMO and published by Kakao Games associated with Black Desert Online, and everyone was excited. Sadly, the initial reception of this game was extremely negative. This was due to the combat systems being unsatisfying and other features of the game not resonating with the fanbase. We should give credit where it's due to Bluehole Studios that they have listened to the feedback of the community and overhauled the systems people were dissatisfied with. We are currently testing the game ourselves on the first CBT and we think it looks quite promising with the changes made to the combat systems. We will release a video later on that, so please look forward to it if you're interested in trying this one out.
Number 3, World of Warcraft. We can't talk about MMOs and not mention the biggest titan out there. World of Warcraft has dominated the MMO space since 2004, inspiring many other games to use their systems and mechanics from it. With Shadowlands released recently in November as of last year, sees them return back to form after Battle for Azeroth didn't quite hit a home run with the community. With Shadowlands' upcoming patch 9.1 release on the horizon soon, now might be the time to jump back into the world of Azeroth. If you are someone who loves the classic experience and want to relive old memories or even make new ones, the Burning Crusade Classic has just been announced to be releasing in June the 1st, so you'll have plenty of time to level up a character in preparation for the expansion release.
Number 4, Albion Online. Albion Online is an open-world sandbox MMORPG that lets you decide how to play the game. Everything in this game is player-driven, from the auction house to the land you can own. The game itself has a good variety of class building and a big talent tree system. Most of the endgame revolves around PvP and guild politics. Although, the game also has a lot of PvE to tackle as well, for a solo player or as a group. Albion Online is not like most MMOs and gives you quite a bit of freedom, as there are lots of different ways to play the game and lots of different ways to progress. Albion Online also has player islands where you can farm crops or even tame your own mounts, who can help you either get out of trouble and help you carry more materials while you're mining out in the world. Their newest free-to-play expansion that came out last year still has a lot of content till this day and offers a unique experience with a land that is ever-changing like a labyrinth. This game is definitely worth checking out if you enjoy the freedom a sandbox MMORPG can give.
Coming in at number 5 on our list, Phantasy Star Online 2. Phantasy Star Online 2 is a free-to-play online action role-playing game in the Phantasy Star series developed by Sega. It released early last year in May to a very positive reception from Western audiences, which now has a new expansion on the horizon called New Genesis. New Genesis is said to be a huge overhaul to the game, with developers of the game stating it will feel like a completely new game, with an overhauled graphics engine, increasing the quality of the graphics, animations, and world to a whole new level. It will also bring in more stories and, of course, new areas to explore. Phantasy Star Online is quite possibly a game you just have to try if you're into the anime aesthetic. With it being regarded as one of the most polished MMOs out there, you'd be crazy to not give it a try. I mean, it's free, come on. Next up on our list, number 6, New World. New World is an upcoming MMORPG by Amazon Game Studios set to be released on August 31st, 2021. Initially, during the alpha test, players gave quite a lot of criticism towards the combat being really slow and clunky, something akin to Dark Souls, the MMO. The development team have taken this feedback and made a huge change to the combat tech trees to make it feel more responsive and add more choice to the player. From the early test we saw last year, the game features fantastic graphics, an immersive soundtrack, an intuitive crafting and gathering system, and a large seamless open world to explore. We will be in the next beta test for this one, so do consider subscribing to catch that, as we will cover it extensively to give our impressions on it.
Number 7. ElderScrolls Online. If you enjoy a good story or enjoy any of the Elder Scrolls games, ElderScrolls Online is a good game to try in 2021. While this MMO had a rough start, it is now one of the most played MMOs in the world. There are 3 factions you can pick from, each with 3 different races and 1 special race who can be all 3, which can be unlocked with the special edition of the game. There's also a DLC called Any Race Any Alliance bundle, making it that all races are unbound from their factions. Something of note is that all the quests in this game are voice acted.
An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the results. He agreed it was a terrible idea after he finished retching.
Yes, even the side ones, which makes it feel really immersive. The combat system feels quite fluid, although it can take a while to get used to. It's also one of the only MMOs that actually allows you to play in first person. The amount of content coming from this game is absolutely mind-blowing, with the release of a new expansion every single year and DLCs in between. ElderScrolls Online features raids, dungeons, and an active PvP community, and a very good player housing system. As of now, ElderScrolls Online is a buy-to-play game with a non-mandatory sub, and has 4 expansions, with the 5th expansion Blackwood coming out on the 1st of June 2021. This would be definitely the right time to jump in and check it out.
Next up, number 8, Project BBQ. Project BBQ, an upcoming MMO from Neopol, the developers of Dungeon Fighter Online, and was published by Nexon America. Recently, we got to feast our eyes upon a new cinematic gameplay trailer for the game, which looks absolutely amazing, and it's confirmed to be made using the Unreal Engine 4, which is a nice change from the usual. Project BBQ will feature some background settings and characters from their other games, such as Dungeon Fighters and Ciphers, which is an unreleased game in the West. With no information as of yet of a release date, we thought to place this on our list as it is expected to release later this year, and is, as you can see, a very interesting looking game. We shall update you when we get more information on this one with its own dedicated video.
Number 9. Bless Unleashed. I know, Bless Online, Bless Unleashed. This game is known for being the biggest embarrassment to the MMORPG genre, with an initial unreleased state in Korea and Russia being in closed beta for almost 3 years before shutting down. Then, with their first release, Early Access, on Steam for NA and EU in May 2018 being shut down again within a year in September 2019. This game itself did not leave much hope for the future. Well, why are we recommending this? That's a good question. Well, we wanted to give a shout out to Lazy Peon, who recently covered the game and has shown us that the changes they've made to the game are now substantial enough. We can see this game actually being in a playable state now. The combat of the game, which was considered extremely clunky before, has improved quite a bit, and it's showing that the developers show determination to want this game to succeed. Bless Unleashed is free to play and available now on Xbox and PlayStation only. The beta test for the PC will be on the 13th of May 2021, which we are excited about covering. But for those of you who can't wait, it is available on Xbox and PlayStation, so you could have a check there right now.
Finally, we've reached the end of our list. Number 10, Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol is an MMORPG being developed by Bandai Namco. So far, we do have an official confirmation that there will be a Western release. However, they will need to localize the Japanese version of the game to English. The game is set on the planet Reginus, which features ruins from a mysterious long-since perished race called the Batharians, which we assume will be there to explore as dungeons and raids. The game bears a striking resemblance to Genshin Impact with the same anime-styled aesthetics and similar flow to the combat style. It features 4 combat classes to choose from: the Aegis Fighter, Twin Striker, Blast Archer, and Spellcaster. We absolutely can't wait for this game to come out, and we will update you with more Blue Protocol news as soon as we know more.
These were the most anticipated MMOs of 2021. Which games are you excited for? Do let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see more MMO content, do hit that subscribe button, as we're planning to cover more of these MMOs in the future.
We hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even found a new MMO to check out. We would love to hear from you. I'm Vance.
And I'm Skeffy. Till next time.